Bring that.
I'm a minor. I am underage. In prison.
Kier sort of squints and looks up at Angwin. She dispels Tasha's laughter on him, and you see he says, so a lawyer is basically somebody who is sort of they use a hidden language to prevent state actions from happening to people.
I demand to see the ambassador of solace.
You see Kier looks at that and says, that affects her. You see she goes, you are not a Silesian citizen, and so therefore...
I am an underage student of the Aquefort Adventuring Academy.
You see she says, oh, the Aquefort... And you hear... And a scarlet A appears in front of you, and you see that a illusion hologram of Arthur Aquefort appears. You see, as it does, Arthur Aquefort says, hello and greetings. I am Arthur Aquefort, and if you are watching this recorded message, one of my students has claimed...
He's a very serious man.
Has claimed diplomatic need of my help in foreign affairs. Now, this, you see that he repeats that in a couple different languages very quickly, and then you see he says, in this instance, you should know that this student has been apprehended unlawfully and is under the protection of not only my academic independence, but also the laws of the nation of Solace. If they are harmed or injured in any way, ruin will be brought down on your heads ninefold. The screen like zooms out and sees him on a seaside cliff summoning storms, and you see he says, I shall bind you to the center of the earth. I shall put you into the center of the sun. I shall summon 1,000,000 dragons to devour you for endless days and send your soul back to the dawning of time to live as a mote of worthless scum across vast aeons. The students of my school shall not be fucked with.
Yeah.
And you see, he says, even now, doom moves upon you. If you wish to avert this doom, press yes. If you wish to welcome your doom, press no. Ba-bing! These two things appear. Kier looks at you, presses no, and you see Arthur Aquefort says, very well, you have chosen the way of pain. Goodbye. And the thing disappears. And at that moment, alarms sound. And you see the sort of movement of the runes react. As you guys begin to take off, however, you see there is a crash of lightning. We cut to Calethriel Tower. The little alert sort of vanishes for a moment. Adine, you're in your bubble, and you see that Kier and your father kind of turn to stare at each other, and you see as they turn, the turn begins to slow down, and a rift opens up, and you see Arthur Aquefort's desk. You see him sort of rub one of his eyes, look up and say, ah, Miss Abinant, someone just selected the way of pain on one of these auto notifications?
Yes, sorry, I didn't, hello, I'm kidnapped and in a tower and they have my sister locked in a orb and have done for 5 months. I feel like that's...
What institution
torture?
has done this?
Oh, the High Elves of Falinel?
Very well. Let's do it. He crawls through the rift that he's made. He steps out, looks around, and he says, indeed, we are in Falinel. All right, well, if they were dumb enough to push that button, we'll make them pay. He leaps out of the window of the tower, and as he does, you don't see him fall and realize the reason he's not falling is because he's growing as fast as he's falling. And a 80-foot, 150-foot, 300-foot Arthur Aquefort appears. You guys see this happen even faster as time begins to change and reform. Arthur turns down and says, attention, elves of Falinel! today your nation falls, and reaches a hand up into the sky, towering overhead. And you see his hand moves behind the sun and wraps around it.
What?
And as he closes his hand around the sun, he goes, "Yeah!" And his veins light up with golden fire. His mouth opens, fire like races across the sky. And he goes, "Aqueforts of the earth, to war!" And thousands of terracotta Arthur Aqueforts begin to burst out of the ground and just sprint north away from Calethriel Tower.
Can I just say, this isn't part of the game, but Brennan did have a really bad fever recently, and I think it is showing thousands of terracotta Aqueforts.
So they're going away from the tower?
Yes, you see that the
We're down here!
the
Watch
like
out for us!
the like mountain-sized Aquefort that is clutching the sun.
He's gonna punt that thing.
You see he holds it and begins to drag it across the sky. And one giant step. And you see that it leaves a like burning scar across the sky as he starts moving it. And you see that
Do we need to do anything? Yeah, we all just like
you're all seeing
just
this.
have my gun out, just like, what are we? Is this good?
You see that the giant Aquefort takes long, slow, thudding steps across the valley as thousands of terracotta Aqueforts stream through the woods, and within minutes he is gone. Kristen, you after a little while, you see Tracker kind of goes off to sleep on her own. And also to like create the Moon Haven for as many people as she can.
She's got work to do.
She's got work to do. You see that later on in the evening, a little mote of light appears before you, and a little scroll glowing with illusory magic appears, and it says a message from Arthur Aquefort.
Oh, cool. I open it.
It appears, you see in front of you a badly injured Arthur Aquefort at his desk, wrapped up with bandages, bleeding a lot, seated at his desk at Aquefort Adventuring Academy, looks up at you, and you see he goes, oh, hello, Kristen, how's it going?
It's good. It's good. Are you okay?
I fucked up.
What?
I fucked up.
What happened?
I did a bunch of magic. It was too much. It was just too much. I tried. You can't just destroy a government.
Oh, got
You
it.
can't just destroy a government.
Got it.
A lot of that stuff was experimental. I was working on it. It's not. You shouldn't do that. I'm in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of trouble. The government of Solace is really mad at me.
Oh, okay.
Really mad at me.
Oh, cool. Did you just kind of start a war like out of nowhere, maybe to like
I think
throw
they're
the
gonna patch it
scent
up.
off?
I think I didn't fuck anything up too much. I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, a lot of that magic was sort of new. I was trying it out.
What? You were when you grabbed the sun?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay,
too
cool.
much. It's
Yeah.
just too much.
That was a workshop.
I really hurt myself.
I'm really sorry.
The magic kind of tore up my guts. Oh,
Okay, yeah.
I got about 50 miles north, and I just shit about an ocean of blood.
No.
Yeah, you can't get that big. It's
Okay.
just too big.
Okay, well, hey, so, Aquefort, I'm so sorry, but it's 4 in the morning out here. So what's going on? What's with this
I
personal
really
message
fucked
to me?
up. I'm so sorry, Kristen.
That's
I know
okay.
we had that whole experience in heaven. I've kind of been going ham for a while. I had knocked out God and ran heaven for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I did a spell where I grabbed the sun. I tried to topple a government. Just kind of one shot a government.
Yep. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
Turns out.
It's actually, I got close.
Did
I
you?
think, well, no. I think I was
Okay,
summoning.
there it
No, I didn't. They summoned up a lot of magic to try and stop me. I got hit with some pretty powerful elven counter magic. And a lot of what I was trying to do, just the force of magic itself, didn't want
that to keep happening.
Yeah.
You know,
Got it.
too big. 450 feet tall is too big.
That's crazy.
You're just, you're huge.
Yeah.
You're just huge at that point. I just shit a lot of blood and I almost passed out. I
Wow.
had to teleport back to Solace.
Oh.
My sort of terracotta army fell apart.
I thought that was yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Jawbone wanted me to reach out.
Oh